Indian Prime Minister met with US Vice President Kamala Harris for their first in-person meeting at the White House. They discussed global issues of common interest, including the COVID pandemic, Afghanistan and the Indo-Pacific. The Vice President in the meeting also referred to Pakistan's role in terrorism in the region. According to the Ministry of External Affairs, Harris said that there were terror groups working in Pakistan and asked Islamabad to take action against them, so the matter does not threaten the security of India and the United States.
When the issue of terrorism came up, the Vice President Suomoto referred to Pakistan's role in that regard. She said that there were terror groups that were working there. She asked Pakistan to take action so that these groups do not impact on US security and that of India. She agreed with the Prime Minister's briefing on the fact of cross-border terrorism and the fact that India had been a victim of terrorism for several decades now, and all the need to rein in and closely monitor Pakistan's support for such terrorist groups.
And our team is in Washington, D.C. Our principal diplomatic correspondent, Sidhan Sibar, reports from Washington, D.C.
The meeting happened between the Indian Prime Minister and the US Vice President. This was, of course, the first ever meeting, bilaterally in-person meeting between the two leaders. In response to a question, the Foreign Secretary said that Suomoto, the US Vice President, took the issue of Pakistan-sponsored terrorism, and this comes at a time when just few hours before this important bilateral here in Washington, the Pakistani Foreign Minister Shah Mahmood Qureshi and the US Secretary of State Antony Blinken had met. This is perhaps those rare occasions when the US administration led by President Biden has been engaging with the Pakistani establishment. We know that there hasn't been any phone conversation from President Biden to Pakistani Prime Minister Imran Khan, and there have been, of course, comments coming from his NSA saying that there should be a conversation. So by and large, it is now known that the duplicity Islamabad has been involved when it comes to the issue of terrorism, top to bottom in the American establishment, and this is something that has been part and parcel. So Pakistan ultimately has to pay for what it has been doing in the region by supporting international terror groups, causing problems not just for India but for many parts of the world, and of course especially for Afghanistan.
Prime Minister Modi also expressed his gratitude to the US and Indian diaspora for their help during the second deadly wave of COVID.
वो समय था जब भारत कोविड की दूसरी लहर से बहुत ही पीड़ित था, बड़ा संकट था। लेकिन उस समय जिस प्रकार से आत्मीयता से आपने भारत की चिंता की, जो शब्द व्यक्त किए और जो सहायता के लिए हाथ बढ़ाया, इसके लिए मैं फिर एक बार हृदय से आपका आभार व्यक्त करता हूं।
In the joint statement, Prime Minister Modi called India and US natural allies and thanked the United States for standing by India like a true friend during testing times. Prime Minister Modi also invited Vice President Harris to visit India. Remember that Kamala Harris is the first US Vice President of Indian origin.
एक्सेलेंसी, आपकी ये विजय यात्रा ऐतिहासिक है। भारत के लोग भी चाहेंगे कि भारत में आपकी इस ऐतिहासिक विजय यात्रा को सम्मानित करें, आपका स्वागत करें। इसलिए मैं आपको विशेष रूप से भारत आने का निमंत्रण देता हूं।
Also in the joint statement, Vice President Kamala Harris reiterated the US's commitment to an open and free Indo-Pacific and said that India and US share the same spirit to combat climate change. Vice President Harris also acknowledged India as the vaccine manufacturing hub of the world and lauded India's resumption of the vaccine Maitri program.
And as it relates to the Indo-Pacific, the United States, like India, feels very strongly about the pride of being a member of the Indo-Pacific, but also the fragility and the importance and strength as well of those relationships, including maintaining a free and open Indo-Pacific.
Well, WION's principal diplomatic correspondent, Siddhant Sibal, has sent us this report from Washington, D.C.
WION USA Direct from Washington, D.C. with Siddhant Sibal.
Well, undoubtedly, the meeting between Prime Minister Narendra Modi and US Vice President Kamala Harris was the showstopper for day one of Prime Minister's US visit. Both leaders met for the first time in person and in the capacity of Kamala Harris being the Vice President. But largely the key three focus areas were the COVID crisis, climate change, Indo-Pacific. On COVID, we know that the Vice President lauded India for starting its Vaccine Maitri initiative, under which India is exporting vaccines. The Indian Prime Minister thanked the American leadership for the show of support America provided during the second wave of COVID crisis in India. On climate, both had similar views. On Indo-Pacific, we know that Kamala Harris pointed out that how US is an Indo-Pacific country, but above all, the big optics or the symbolism of the meeting was that an Indian American, highest ranking Indian American in the administration, welcomed the Indian Prime Minister. The Indian Prime Minister, of course, saying that she is an inspiration to many and extended a special invite to her. We know that there are approximately 4 million Indian Americans here in the United States, and they have been contributing to American society. They have been the living bridge between United States and India. 4 million of them, and many of them, a good number of Indian Americans are there in the Biden administration as well. So it is the symbolism of the coming of age of the Indian American diaspora here in America. Welcoming the Indian Prime Minister is something that is lost to no one, and the focus, of course, will be on how both countries can now have convergences, which they are already having in more sectors. This is in the run-up to the big bilateral between the Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi and the US President Joe Biden. That will happen approximately 8:30 p.m. Indian Standard Time on Friday, and it will be followed by the first ever in-person Quad meeting that takes place around 11:30 p.m. There will be a lot of developments, and it looks like Friday will be a packed day.